Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, welcome back to ACL Brisbane 2015, presented by Astro, BenQ, and HyperX. I'm the Maniac, joined by Dr. Curry. And Dr. Curry, we are here in pool play round 4 of the open pool. We're going to have Skyfire up against the guys from Envy.
Yeah, we're getting towards the bitter end of it right now between all these teams. A lot of them, they've started to pump out a few series, get a few of some of these game modes, and we're starting to really see an understanding of where these teams are sitting, in terms of skill and overall. This is actually a pretty big, game in itself. Envy, very well-known team around the COD community, especially the Australian one. They've been, under the radar throughout Ghosts and that. They didn't really make too much of a resurgence. They were huge back in Black Ops 2. Now it seems as though they're starting to get some, weight underneath the belt right now over here, over at, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Hopefully they can, get some results, get back on top like they were. They are 1-2 overall in series count, though. So they've had, a few losses, but they've also had a few wins.
That's exactly right. And, they are veterans in their own right, but so are the guys over at Skyfire, where you're going to have Quins, Dean, Bundo, and Azzy. As you can see there, Azzy, the closest to you, who we're actually going to be starting on board with here as we jump into this Hardpoint Bio Lab. So 2 amazing teams right now. I should point out Skyfire going 1-for-1 after 2 series here in the open pool play. So they're even money and hoping to take another way for Envy from Envy, but of course Envy are going to have something to say to that. So straight into the action, Dr. Curry, we're going to have Lamp here. He's going to be dropped as Quins and Dean are going to be holding down this first hardpoint here for the guys of Skyfire.
It's interesting to note too, Envy, the guys from Ferg and Claw, they've been teaming for a few years now. They've been staying together, and you've seen multiple people, throughout the roster just come and go. They seem to have picked up Yoshi and Lampy for these two, for this adventure, I say so, and it's going to be interesting to see how they settle. Right now, it is just a battle for this middle hill, though. A lot of scrap time going down, but in the favor of Envy.
Yeah, that's right. Envy are holding it down pretty nicely right now. Skyfire looking like they had a dominating start. And, these guys from Envy are going to be having these scrap points. So we're looking for the rotation over to that top left side of the map where Lamp was just taken down. So we're going to be rotating here to our second hard point, which is that red stairs hard point. As he's right on that for the guys of Skyfire, trying to bounce back after that slight deficit there after the first one. He's going to have a lot of tags out here, but Azzy and Quins are both holding it down. As I say that, Azzy was dropped, so it's all up to Quins to hold off the Envy push here, and he's doing very well. Picks up a 2-piece, tries to make it 3, but he's going to be shut down by Lamp.
Yeah, good job there by Lamp to manage to break into the hill there. You see it going back and forth right now. Envy, they're flooding on in. Azzy, head glitches, picks off one of them, has to pull back for the second one. Stun grenade's coming on in, but he uses his own. Perfect timing there, but it's just going to be a stun fest right now. It's still contested. Dean comes in, cleans up the nasty double. Quinn was the final one, and just like that, they managed to clear it out. Except for one player, causing him a little bit of trouble there. Friendly fire, Azzy costing Bundo his life there. And that might also cost him a few seconds there. In comes the rotation, though, into the next hill. Looks like Envy going to get this scrap time, though.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate play there by Azzy. I think it was just a reflex trigger, taking down his teammate Bundo. And it looks like the scrap times will go to the guys of Envy. So as we rotate to our third hill, there's going to be a less than 10-point game. And Envy are going to be in control of this next one. But as I say that, a big pickup by both Quins and Bundo. Claw's going to be trying to hold it off for this Envy squad. A lot of fire, full clip, and he's not able to pick up that kill. And you've got all 4 players of Skyfire here in this box's hard point, and they're going to be holding down and racking up these points.
What's great about Blue is it's easily possibly the map in this entire bio lab just to lock down and gather a lot of points for. That's right now what the guys of Skyfire are doing there. But that's a 4 down. Big plays there by Envy to break it now. There's 30 seconds remaining. Let's see what they can gather from this one. They had the lead. It's only a 10-second game, though. Can they lock it down? It seems like they're doing a pretty good job overextending. Managed to get the kills, though. But here comes the guys from Skyfire. In jumps one, and Clock. He can't finish off the other 2. Quinty trades that one up quite easily. It's going to be Skyfire. They pick up the final 10 seconds here. So a lot of points gathered here by the guys who are at Skyfire.
Yeah, I'm just interested here. You've got one player of Envy still putting on the pressure here in these final few seconds. However, they want to be setting up for that green hardpoint. You're going to see a few players there battling it out. They're all trying to do what they can. It's going to be in the hands of Bundo there. We jump over him as he picks up Fergs, and just across the green roof there, he picks up another one. That's Lamp taking a fall. So Bundo does have backup. Shots out with his bow, gets the assist, but Claw is going to be finally shutting that down. But Quins and Dean are still here from the Skyfire squad. Great time to jump over to Dean as he's picked up that huge 2-piece. And the backup from Azzy. Dean stayed alive there, Curry, and clutched this hard point for this squad.
He failed the reload 3 times, but the support from his team was the thing that kept him alive, and that just shows how well these Skyfire people are playing well together. Nearly double the lead here of Envy. Envy started off so strong, but it seems as though the guys at SKF are starting to take this one, you know, a little bit in their hands.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, you know, as he's just down here low back, and Bundo, who was up on top, all three of them holding it down. Now we're going to be going over to our last hard point in this Biolab rotation. And as you can see, they're all trying to set it up. But look at that kill feed. Lighten up blue for this Skyfire squad. They're going to be rotating now as he's going to be pushing in. Fergs just picked up a nice two-piece there. So they need to hold down this middle area of the map right in Biolab. And this is where you see a lot of the scrappy play, Dr. Curry.
Yeah.
This is where your raw slaying power comes out. And if you're able to rack up points in here, it really shows some teamwork.
Yeah, SKF locking it down there. Of course, there's so many entrances. Dean was a triple for himself there. Last one located. Bundo's going to calm that one out. That's Claw, and he gets taken out by Azzy, though. Spawning towards the snow side here. Now Dean just shooting them left, right, and center. We wouldn't normally be expecting the guys from Skyfire to be picking up so much time, but they're locking it down so well. And just stopping the guys from Envy from pushing it. I don't think a guy from Envy has got a kill for about 20 seconds.
Yeah, well, when you've got Dean on the 6-point streak, 3-point streak to Quins, I mean, it is still line up blue, but look at that, the timing of Dean to reload, and he's going to be taken down just like that. You saw Yosh, Lamp, and Fergs all get kills in a row. However, these guys from Skyfire are answering back. And Dr. Curry, I'd just like to point out, as we're halfway through the map here time-wise, it was so close after the first 3 rotations, but now you've got a 100-point blowout to the guys of Skyfire. I think they went up on stage asleep and have just woken up.
Well, in Maniac, it's just, like, these guys have played so many games. It's you know, a little bit concerning to see them just not off, almost in a sense, because that's what's happening right now. They're starting to really pick up their game right now. There still is plenty of time to pull that scoreboard back, but it feels as though the damage has been done. You see the guys from SKF, they're about to break 170 points here. They're just edging even close to that 250 mark.
Yeah, I mean, we may not go down to the time, as you just pointed out, as these guys have been playing really, really well. Again, especially leading into the second half here, Quins, Dean, and Bundo all trying to rack up the points here. Quins and Bundo picking up kills. Yosh trying to answer back by taking down Azzy, and he's also going to pick up a second one with Quins. But just like that, as soon as he falls, Bundo's answering back, and Dean is getting angry at Claw, giving him the old smack to the chops before jumping up high, and Lamp finally shutting that one down. So with just under 4 minutes left in the map, Dr. Curry, 189 to 75. We were talking about how Envy, you know, veterans in their own right, but they're really not holding it. And Bundo even ripping out the turret here in yellow.
It's interesting to note, though, Bundo's actually using the ASM-1. Normally, we see a bell in his hands. He actually hasn't been using that throughout this game, and he's actually doing pretty well with the ASM-1, showing the diversity that he can bring to this game right now. Lamp on your screens. He's already picked up 2, locking it down for Envy here. They need to get some desperate time right now. Less than 4 minutes remaining in this game, but they're starting to do quite well here. Quincy, oh, he's still alive. He's on the turret, managed to pick off Fergs in the background there, but Envy, complete control right now. This is what we want to see.
That's exactly right. And, you know, they are able to answer back and at least get into the triple digits. But when you're a minute and a half behind and there's only 3 minutes left on the clock, you need to hold on to almost every second of hill time. And when you've got Skyfire in your phase, Dean, Azzy, Quins, and Bundo, well, that's a hard ask.
It really is, especially when Dean is about to break that 30 bomb. Everyone from Skyfire doing extremely well in the kills department, but you look at the opposite side, Envy, Lamp, and Claw struggling a little. Dean just breaks in, picks off 2 kills. He's going to pick off a 3rd one to take out Yoshi, forcing Envy into the back of the spawns there. Shoots the canister there, tags off the player. The stun grenades are just going to stop them from pushing on in. Dean is having a monster of a game right now, just breaking heals constantly.
Yeah, he is. Quins there, though, picked up a nice 2-piece to stay alive. Ferg's taking a 4 for him, so Skyfire still able to hold on to it. Bundo with a lot of rounds from this ASM-1, finally taking down Claw, who was looking like a little bit like the Terminator there, not being able to be taken down. Quins and Dean both teaming up to lock this one down. Look at this, Curry. With 2 minutes 15 left, they just need 5 more seconds. It looks like they may even get it right here. Over 2 minutes left, 250 to 104. Look, if we could just pause after the first 3 rotations and you just pause and ask me how this game's going to go out, I would have said to you, yep, it's going hard point for hard point. Each rotation is going to change, but Skyfire really just walked away with it.
Yeah, it was surprising, especially after the first hill. We're like, oh, Envy, they got some fight in them. And then it was just like, oh, no. Yeah, look, Bundo taking a photo of the scoreboard there. Save that one for the memory banks there. But that's a pretty, it's quite interesting there. Just Yoshi actually high-fived Dean. Showing a bit of brotherly love. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he top scored 33 kills. That's a massive effort by him. We saw him just constantly breaking hills. Was that ASM one, picking off the 2 pieces and the 3 pieces. Incredible job. 150 points was basically that victory. You don't see that very often, especially on BioLab.
No, you don't at all. You know, that was an amazing game. And, of course, all of these amazing games can't happen with our sponsors. I'd like to give a shout-out to one of our newest sponsors, HyperX, who, of course, provide us with all of our SSD and memory. And don't forget, if you tag at HyperX and tweet who you think will win this weekend with the hashtag ACL HyperX, you could win a awesome bundle from those guys. So, again, thanks to HyperX for hooking us up. SSD and memory from those guys apply to us for not only our PC events, but they help us out with our equipment here to make events happen.
CTF Retreat will be up next. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. Plan of Action still here on the Alpha Stream.